It's been a year since the stock market took its COVID-19 tumble. From February 19th to March 20th, 2020, a span of only 22 trading days, the S&P 500 fell 30%. That's the fastest decline ever. It's hard to overstate how dramatic this market moment was, or how much panic was in the air. The horror of more than 700 people dying every day in New York City alone was still in the future, with nurses and doctors wearing trash bags instead of medical personal protective equipment. For markets, March 20th was the decisive turning point. The S&P 500 hit an intraday low of 2,191 the following trading day, and since then it's barely looked back. It took 5 months to retrace the early COVID-19 losses and start hitting new all-time highs. By mid-March 2021, the S&P 500 was getting very close to 4,000, not very far from a 100% gain of the COVID-19 lows. The year 2020 was the ultimate playbook in investment lessons. You could write a whole book about it. There's a lot to learn from the events of the past 12 months. Here are 2 investment lessons you can learn from the pandemic. Number 1, buy and hold works. The COVID-19 crisis was the ultimate affirmation of the so-called golden rule of investing. Buy and hold. Your aim as an investor should be to find high-quality companies and hold on to them for as long as possible. If you aren't willing to own a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. That's what the legendary investor Warren Buffett wrote in his famous 1996 letter to his shareholder. This entails seeing a company through rough times in the short term, with your eye on the long term. Buy and hold couldn't have been more true than this past year. Sometimes the best strategy is to do nothing. If you had sold at the bottom of the recent bear market, you'd have been cashing out at the 2016 S&P levels, and then have been faced with the difficult task of determining when to re-enter the market. You'd probably have missed out on at least some of the recovery gains in the process. If you'd stayed steady though, you'd have effortlessly benefited from all of the return. If you sold in March, you would have gotten hammered. Doing nothing really does work. Second point, the best time to invest is now. With all the noise of the market volatility, it can be tempting to try to wait out for the best time when the market has steadied and it's on a consistent upward trend. Don't wait. The best time to start investing is always now. People are often waiting on something. I'll invest when the dust settles. I'll invest when the vaccine gets here. Well, for people waiting, that boat has already sailed. While the big example of that is obviously the most doubling of an investment that took place from March 2020 to March 2021, almost each month you delayed starting investing would have cost you in the past 12 months. In short, stop playing that game, being so pessimistic. Or in other words, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Just getting your money into the market alone can be most of the battle to seeing positive returns. This video I just made to encourage you that if you've been contemplating on investing or not to invest, start doing it today. Do your research. Do your own homework. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a passionate individual who likes to talk about finance and share his opinions and ideas. If you like videos like this, feel free to join the community by subscribing to the channel. As always, I'm looking forward to hearing from you down in the comment below. Looking forward to a dialogue with you. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.